All right, today we get to showcase the new Kaminari, one of the better new limited characters to come out this year, guaranteed. Like, typically, the summer characters are always very, very good. Previously, it was the summer Araka and the summer Nejire, and I do believe this time it is the summer Kaminari. As far as I know, it seems like they they have the Starry Night banner and they had the swimsuit banners the past 2 years. So they had like 2 summer banners. This year, it looks like they're collapsing them down to one summer banner, which would make sense, and then they're doing reruns of the previous year's banners. So I do believe this is the one summer banner we're going to get. So this should be ideally like the meta character for the year coming out of the summer banner, right? And honestly, he looks very, very good. He feels very good. The memory that came out alongside him is genuinely one of the best memories I've seen in a while. It's so good. So today we're going to be trying him out in both PvP and in Climax battle. Now the catch is though, okay, in PvP, in Ultra Arena, I am not the highest rank right now because I deranked intentionally, because I'm going to be putting together some videos here soon where I try out different teams, like an all Bakugo team where I try out just random teams. And I did have a previous video that came out where people gave me some comments and ideas for teams and stuff like that. So I'm excited to do those teams for you guys. You guys will see what I'm cooking up here in a few videos or so. But for right now, we are going to be testing this Kaminari out in Arena and in Climax battle. Now, once again, because I'm not very high in Arena, it's going to be hard for me to find teams that are a challenge. I will find the hardest teams I can, but yeah, Kaminari is just going to absolutely pop off for us. So let's go ahead and see if we can find our first team here. So for our first team, we're going to start by taking on Deku here. He does have a Steampunk Bakugo, but honestly not the craziest team, which we're not going to see a lot of crazy teams because once again, we are in Rookie. So to be fair to these people, they are probably newer players or people who haven't tried very hard in Arena. But I feel like we'll get to see a pretty good glimpse of what this Kaminari can do. And really quickly, I want to go over the memory as well because this memory is really, really good. So the memory increases your character speed by 35% if there are any UA high class 1A characters on the team. And if you fully DX it, it's 40%, and then increases max HP of all male allies by 10%, and then decreases cooldown time of all allies by 1 for 1 turn every 2 turns, up to 4 times. And I do have this one away from being fully DX'd, and I'm holding on to like 2 extra copies, so I have 3 copies in total. This is a memory that's worth kind of keeping more than 1 copy because it can be very, very good. Imagine you have a team full of DX'd memories of this memory that gives cooldowns. Like, it's kind of insane, honestly, in my opinion. I think the memory is very, very good. It opens up a lot of avenues to a lot of different things that you could do with teams and whatnot. So I think this memory is genuinely absolutely insane. It's more insane than the character. But with that said, let's take a quick look at what Kaminari can do. So his plus ultra move is called Lightning Dance. It does 650% damage to a single opponent. It will decrease their crit rate by 20%. It has a high chance to paralyze them for 2 turns, which is really good when you're doing it for 2 turns. It increases critical hit rate of all allies by 25% for 3 turns. It increases the skill's critical skill impact by 40%. And if they're an ABL type character, you get Bullseye. And then his action skill 2 is called Thunderbolt. Deals 400% damage to a single opponent with a medium chance of paralyzing them for 2 turns once again. Increases the skill's critical skill impact by 40%. This skill gains Bullseye if the opponent is an ABL type character. Cooldown time of 4 is pretty decent. His action skill 2, this is the one that could be really, really good, right? High Voltage Charge. Deals 300% damage to all opponents, decreases their power by 20% for 3 turns, and decreases their critical hit rate by 25% for 3 turns with a low chance of paralyzing them for 2 turns. But even with that low chance, that's an AoE attack. I feel like you have a pretty good chance to paralyze the enemies. And then increases the skill's critical skill impact by 20% and gives this skill Bullseye as well. Guaranteed Bullseye against all enemies, pretty good. Auto skill 1. Precious Electric Hero. Increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 30% every 3 turns, up to 2 times, which is insane support. Decreases power of all opponents by 15% for 3 turns every 3 turns. Increases critical hit rate of all ally UA high class 1A characters by 20%. After character initiates critical attacks 7 times, decreases the character's cooldown time by 1, up to 1 time. And then auto skill Electric Storage, when used in a successfully executed skill chain, increases character's critical hit rate by 15% for 2 turns and restores their damage taken by 20% for 1 turn, which is insane, and increases critical hit rate of all allies by 25% for 3 turns after receiving 3 attacks from an opponent with power down. So needless to say, he's broken. Okay, let's go ahead and hop into this match. All right, I am going to take it off auto. I could definitely do this on auto with this team, but Let's see how we do here. Let's go for the paralyzed, and then we'll go for the AoE. So 2 AoEs. I wonder if we actually kill anyone. Interesting to see what happens. Ooh, the paralysis, we got it on one of them, right? So a low chance to paralyze when it's an AoE is actually pretty good because that's a 2-turn paralysis. That is 2 turns where they're not able to get their full skill chains, and that's really broken. That's really good, especially if your team has the speed advantage. Now, one might argue the point where Kaminari is kind of lacking is in speed because he doesn't have any speed built into his kit, but you kind of have the memories to make up for that nowadays, and you also have the EX skills that you can reroll to get speed for him, so like I don't really think it's that big of an issue. I think it's pretty good still, his kit overall. Let's go ahead and just do all these plus ultras. I'm not going to worry about targeting because realistically, I don't need to worry about targeting against this team. All right, and I'm going to slow it down for his if I'm able to tap this in time. Okay, let's see how he does here and see the plus ultra animation again. I actually really like this plus ultra animation. It's really nice. It's so sick. The fireworks at the end. And 23,000 damage with paralysis on him for 2 turns, which is nice. That's a high chance to paralyze. It's pretty good. And then we'll do this, and then we'll do this. By the way, my Kaminari is level 130. I am 1 copy away from having him fully DX, so I literally just need that last copy to unlock the DX slot for him. Have not yet pulled it, and I've done a couple extra summons after my initial rotations in the summon videos and just didn't get him. I did get more copies of the memory though in those summons, which was nice, but unfortunately I don't have him above to UR 130, UR plus fully. I do have his basic ability board done, so you are seeing a pretty strong Kaminari. Like, he's literally just 1 dupe away from being his maximum strength. Should we just take on the secret battle? I think we should just take on the secret battle. Actually, I'm going to switch it up, though, a little bit. I want to try different characters, so let's try it with Deku here. So normally, Deku's kind of fallen out of the meta a little bit because it doesn't have speed, but I feel like with this Kaminari, if you're able to get a paralyze off, you can kind of run this Deku a little bit easier now, especially with the memory and the cooldowns and stuff. Also, Deku's fallen off because of not having cooldowns. Like, before you needed to run 2 cooldown characters, being Yaoyorozu and like Bakugo or Araka. Well, now that we have this cooldown memory, we have cooldowns from Kaminari and speed as well. So we don't have to like pick or choose. Do we run a cooldown memory? Do we run a speed memory? We get both in one memory, which is nice. So I feel like it opens up a lot more avenues to what characters you can use again. All right, so we're gonna go like this. We'll do the AoE again and see if we paralyze anybody. I get the feeling this team is going to be easier than the last one, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, a little bit easier. We just kill the person. Okay, we actually didn't land a paralyze this time around, which is interesting. All right, we'll do all of these. There's a lot of healing with this particular team right here too. Because Kaminari heals damage taken for 20%, then you also got the other 2 healing him, right? It's just a lot of healing. And a lot of utility for these characters. Okay, let's do all of our plus ultras. Once again, plus ultra will decrease critical hit rate, it increases critical hit rate of allies, and it has a bullseye, and it has a high chance of paralyzing, right? So a lot of stuff happening with that plus ultra. Alright, he's dead. And he's dead. And Kaminari should hopefully kill here. Let's see. Yeah, 70,000. Okay, yeah, he killed just a little bit. So that team was easier than the previous team, so much for a secret battle. But that's okay. We'll take on, let's take on another team here and see how it goes with Kaminari and Deku together. And then maybe I'll switch out Deku for Araka. Kind of run some of the different teams that I think work decently well with this Kaminari. Ooh, 416,000. This one's actually one of the harder teams I've seen. They got decent characters, like not the most meta, like definitely not meta, but okay characters. So maybe it'll be a little bit of a challenge here. Let's try it out. I'm interested. Having dual summertime and this new memory on one team feels a little bit like gross. Like I feel like I'm cheating because you get the evasion, you're getting the speed, you're getting the cooldown time, you're getting extra max HP on male characters. Like it's just a lot. All right, let's do this. See if we get a paralysis this time. So far we've gotten it once out of the 2 times we've done it. Will be 2 out of 3. I think we did not. Oh, we did get one. Okay, yeah. So 2 out of 3 times, I would say you land a paralysis on one of the characters. So that's not bad. That's pretty good, I would say. Pretty decent as far as RNG goes. That should kill, yep, and it did. So now one of the strongest characters on their team is gone, and we don't have to worry about him. And we don't have to worry about All Might at all for these first 2 turns, because obviously we had the evasion, which is nice, from the dull summertime. And we'll do all of our plus ultras here. Alright, and Ida's dead. Oh, that actually didn't kill, I'm surprised. Let's see if this kills. 81,000. Yeah, I would say it killed the blue. He destroys blue characters apparently, like just ridiculous. Okay, and we'll do this. And boom. Pretty easy. I do need to fully DX this memory and make it a little bit better for the cooldowns and stuff like that. But once you get that memory fully DX'd, it is a very good memory. Very, very, very good. Okay, let's switch out now to Uraraka, see if we can find a little bit harder team, maybe? I don't know if we're going to find a team harder than that. Honestly, that was a pretty high battle power team for down at this rank. Okay, this one has full 100% deck. Okay, this one might be a little bit of a challenge. I might just be coping. It might be easy still. We'll see. All right, so we're going to run it with Uraraka, Yayorozu, and Kaminari this time. He's very, very versatile in my opinion. He can fit on a lot of different teams, so definitely worth pulling for if you guys are trying to decide whether to pull for him or not. Like, if you're trying to decide between him and the new Dobby, like, new Dobby is actually decent now. I looked at his last stands and stuff, right? Because everybody in the comments was like, yo, Dobby's last stands don't work like that. He has a last stand as long as he's burning. I'm hoping that's going to be the case. There's definitely been times where we thought something was going to be the case, though, and it wasn't. So I'm hoping you guys are right. Hoping that's the case. Like, he'll just have a last stand as long as Dobby is burning, which makes him OP. But in terms of, like, just general who's going to be better, Kaminari or Dobby, I think Kaminari is going to be better in the long term for the game, and Dobby will be good for a little bit, but we'll see. But I do recommend pulling on Kaminari if you're able, because Dobby will be a general pull unit. So if you want to know if you should pull or not, you should be pulling on Kaminari. There's your short answer and not so short of an answer. Okay, let's do this. We did get a paralysis there, right? Maybe not. Maybe we just got the one stun. Yeah, we just got the one stun. Okay, so we didn't get a paralysis there. Not a big deal. It should be fine. Let's do these. Okay, Bakugo's been hurt pretty good. I feel like we should target full 100% Deku just because I don't want him to get into turn 5, because once he gets to turn 5, right, you just can't kill him, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to go ahead and go after him first. Alright, full 100% Deku's dead. That wasn't too bad. And I imagine Steampunk is dead here. Yep, Steampunk Bakugo is dead. And that's pretty good damage right there. 2 of them stunned up as well. That's really, really nice. This will get us close to finishing this up. Alright, and we'll do these. And this will be our last match here for PvP. Once again, sorry guys, they're not the hardest teams, like not the most difficult teams I could take on, but that's because for the sake of the other videos I'm going to be doing, that's why I have D-ranked and where I'm at. In future seasons, maybe I'll be a little bit higher. Honestly, I've kind of got tired of the grind of Ultra Arena too, because just 2 years of doing it and they haven't changed a single thing about it. So, but we're going to go ahead and test this guy out in the Night Eye Climax battle. Honestly, I've already tried him out a little bit, and he's just freaking fantastic. He's so good for the Night Eye Climax battle. So let's head over there and do that. All right, so here's our team for SS difficulty. I ran a similar team in a recent SS difficulty guide video where I redid the guide for Night Eye on SS difficulty. And now the difference is I've switched Kaminari to a main slot. Previously, I had him on a sub slot because I didn't want to showcase him just yet in Climax battle. But he worked out, you know, pretty well when he does get switched out. We want him on the actually 3rd slot in Bakugo's spot. That way when characters get switched out, we have Kaminari coming back in. So that I think will work out for us. So let's go ahead and hop in. All right, for this Climax battle, for the first phase, you want to target Night Eye. And you do have to go through all this ridiculous stuff where they give themselves buffs. Night Eye gives himself like 3 buffs. All Might gives himself 3 buffs. Then you got to watch your buffs go through, and it's like, okay. This is probably the most annoying part about this Climax battle, is just them giving themselves buffs. It's like annoying. I guess Night Eye only gives himself 2 and All Might gives himself 3 or 4. Yeah, well, whatever. It's so annoying. Let's do this, then we'll do this, and we'll go for the 2-turn paralysis. Why not? Let's see if we get it. Nice piercing shot, really good damage. And he resists that. Okay. I think he just has resistance. I think you have like a small chance of still paralyzing him. I don't know how good that chance actually is though. I guess I could just check and see what, you know, he does too. Immune to skill seal, paralysis, blind. Okay, so he's immune to it, not just resisting it. Okay. But he's not immune to that, which can be really annoying. Really annoying for them. Because it messes with the phase shift. It can be annoying for you too when you do this. So we're forced to target All Might here. I'm actually gonna save. Yeah, I'm gonna save Kaminari's. We're forced to target All Might here, and then no matter what, because the phase shift is gonna happen a turn late, Night Eye is gonna heal him, right? So it's kind of annoying. All right, so you'll see. So actually binding there is kind of more of a hindrance than a help, but it is what it is. All right, this one should target. Oh, maybe not. I was gonna say it should target Night Eye, but I guess not. All right, don't hit him too hard. Okay, good. Otherwise, he'll heal back up. All right, we will now go after Night Eye. All right, and we're doing good on damage. Ah, man, it's gonna make us target All Might here because he healed too much, probably. All right, so let's do all of our plus ultras. Yep. Okay, so keep him below half health if you can, otherwise it makes you target him, and it's kind of annoying. If you hit him too hard, he heals back up like you just saw. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, but now we'll be into the next phase. Alright, so he's going to switch us out, and Kaminari should come back into rotation after this switch. Alright, so we'll hit next. And you want characters with Bullseye for this third phase. You are going to continue targeting Night Eye. You need to hit him 5 times. After you've hit him 5 times, you can then target All Might, and you can seal All Might if you get him down to like no health, so he doesn't just wipe your team. Or you can, if you can do enough damage in one turn, you can just ignore All Might completely and just kill Night Eye. But yeah. Okay, we of course don't have the other skill for Kaminari yet, so we don't have the Bullseye. Let's do these, I guess, and hope we land our attacks. Okay, Gentle Criminal missed his. So we've landed 1 attack so far. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need to land 1 more. We'll go ahead and do actually Kaminari first this time around. That way we have the Bullseyes. There we go, and now we can go after All Might. So in this case, I am going to go after All Might, I think, right here, in order to seal him. So we're going to go, actually, we want to go like this. We want to do a little bit of targeting here. That way our auto skills go onto Night Eye. All right, this should hopefully, yeah, put him into the sealed status, which it did. And now we go after Night Eye. All right, so we're going to just launch all of our plus ultras on him. 80,000, great damage. 35, not quite as much damage as I would like to see. It's a little bit annoying that our plus ultra didn't go through right there either. And we missed that attack. Okay, we didn't miss that one at least, so we should be good. Oh, we're so close to the next phase. The auto should do it. The auto should, yeah, the autos get us there. Okay, good, good, good. All right, and we are in the final phase. So for the final phase, you need to get them both to 0 health. It does not matter which one you target first. I personally recommend All Might because All Might hits a lot harder than Night Eye and he does AoEs. So you need to get them both to 0 health. Once you get one to 0 health, he gets stunned and you need to get the other one to 0 health. If you don't get the other one to 0 health, he will heal the one who is stunned and has 0 health. So it's just a matter of killing them both at the same time, basically. All right, so we'll go after All Might first. Okay, there we go. Really good damage. That probably won't hurt very bad. Yeah, we're fine. Kirishima is fine. He's a goat. All right, we will go ahead and do... Is 1 plus ultra enough, though? I feel like 1 plus ultra is enough. But we'll do both. We'll do both to be safe. We'll do both on All Might and put our autos on Night Eye. All right, so All Might is now stunned because he's at 0 health. I didn't need to do the second plus ultra on him, but that's fine. Alright, so we want to make sure we put our autos on All Might, and then we'll do these on Night Eye. Good damage. And you can see All Might got healed, but we have AoEs coming up, and this is why the Kaminari specifically is good, because the AoEs right here, this is going to be really, really helpful. We want to make sure, do that on him. Then we're going to go like this. Alright, All Might's stunned again. And Night Eye's dead, and now All Might's dead. So there we go. Night Eye Climax battle done. Music Festival Kaminari. Absolutely nutty. Very, very good. I think he's going to be insanely good for PvP. I think he's going to be really good in Climax battle. And I think he could also be potentially good in VE Tower when and if that ever returns, and potentially in future club festivals. So just all the way around, a very good character in my opinion. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, and hitting that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.